So yeah, hello everyone. Today in this video, I'm here to talk about as we're about to title this stream, sleepovers. Great. Yeah. I'm gonna consume a bag of fish puffs. Yeah. Yeah. I have always I'm gonna consume a bag of cheesecake. Yeah, like I said, what I was trying. But yeah, basically, as I talk about my sleepovers that I had in my life, I'm just basically gonna be consuming a bag of these. I forgot what they call them. Cheese puffs or cheese curls or whatever how you call them. Yeah, and after this, I'm gonna be looking like the guy from like Toy Story 2, like the guy whose name was Al. That's what it was. Since I just like thinking about that scene in Toy Story 2 when he was like eating cheese puffs. But anyway, hello, still works on. But yeah, I'm just basically gonna be talking about sleepovers by the title since I actually saw somebody else talk about sleepovers, and that gave me the idea to like make a video of my own of my sleepovers that I had with people. Now it's either the fact that I went and slept over at somebody else's house, or they slept over at my house. Yeah, one another reason why I figured I'd make this is because I haven't had a sleepover in years until this year. Until finally this year, I finally had a sleepover again, and of course that was with my friend Trevor. We pretty sure you guys know who he is by now. He's the guy that came over my house one time. I went over his house 2 times this year, and we just had a good time, which is nice since I haven't seen him in years. As of I think last year is when I saw him again, so that was good. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, basically, since it's been like years since I had a sleepover, well, years as of this month or last month, I should say. It's like hard for me to remember all the sleepovers I had, but I know one time they were like I know that they were like pretty interesting since, especially in say like, so basically one sleepover that I had, I remember that me and my friend, we like, since this friend of mine likes, he likes wrestling and he likes to wrestle. So yeah, basically that's what we did one time or a couple times or so. We basically watched, we basically like watched wrestling and stuff like that. Then I also had another friend back in, well, man, this person aren't friends anymore, but basically, he basically like me and him like always used to like play with my Thomas characters and play with Legos. As you guys don't know, I used to have Legos, but I still do, and I basically have the figures and stuff. But still, basically, what I was saying is that it's basically what we used to do all the time. Is like play with my stuff that I have and play with my toys and stuff. And I went over his house sometimes to like have a sleepover there. But yeah, and uh, and after our sleepover was done, I just basically hanged out at his house for a while. But like as I said before, me and this person aren't friends anymore. So yeah, but yeah, but, but that was like I can't remember how long ago that was exactly when me and him used to have a sleepover. But yeah, but now I have a different friend. Well now since I've reunited with my childhood best friend, I like basically that's basically a good thing that I reunited with him. But yeah, so and basically I'll talk about the sleepovers I had this year so far. So basically, me and my friend, of course, you know his name is Trevor. So it's basically what we're going to be calling him for this. So basically Trevor. So basically me and Trevor, we were basically over at my house, and basically we were just like doing random stuff since we didn't know what to do, and since we were pretty bored during that time. So basically what happened was we were just like basically like staying up for some of the time. Well, me and him, we basically like stayed up half of the night, and I barely got any sleep that night, which was I think it was last month when we had our sleepover, so that was nice. So for that one night, I couldn't get any sleep, and I'm not trying to be like rude to my friend here, but whenever he's at my house or so, or whenever I'm at his house, of course, I can't really film a video since with all the stuff that's going on, and with him basically talking, it's like hard for me to like film certain things. So that's why I usually have to wait till I go home if I'm visiting his house for like a little bit, or if he's visiting my house, then I just have to wait for me to go home usually, or or if I'm over at his house, then I wait till I have to go home, or if it or if he's at my house, then I basically wait for him to go home. Since I'm not trying to be rude to him, since my friend Trevor, he's a nice guy after all, but yeah, basically I would rather have time to like film videos and stuff. That's why I think for like this week and last week I didn't go over his house, and I think the week before I did, but I can't remember. But yeah, it's like hard for me to remember certain things. But yeah, but anyway, it's basically one thing that's good is that I could at least have time to like film videos still without having me to like worry about going over his house or not. Since once again, I like my friend. He's like a good friend of mine. And no, I don't like him in in a relationship way. 'Cause I'm not that close with my friends. As like, yeah, so I'm saying like, but like me and my friend, we're homies. Like I said, we're just homies. Right? Okay, now I feel like, okay, now I don't know what to, I don't know. I don't know what to describe it as. I mean, we're bros. That's pretty much it. That's basically how I pretty much call our friendship is like the fact that we're just bros or so. Bros before hoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I figured I'd bring up that that saying, like bros before hoes. But yeah, like, but anyway, so yeah, that's basically what we did pretty much. And also, I wouldn't call my friend stupid or anything, but he basically does like these 3 a.m. videos, and basically he asked if I wanted to be in them, and I kept telling him no, that I don't do that for videos. I don't like clickbait people on my channel, since it's basically the thing I don't do. And I kept telling him that, but he seemed to like kept asking me. But eventually, he did get the fact that I don't like those. I don't like 3 a.m. videos, and that's why I never make them. And of course, that's why I never will make them, since I don't want people to think I'm trying to clickbait them or anything. Since that's one thing that you guys should know that I don't do is I don't do 3 a.m. videos. Well, I might watch them, but that's one thing I'll never do is I'll never do a 3 a.m. video. But yeah, since I don't really, since I don't really believe that. But basically, like I said, my friend Trevor, he seemed to like believe it. So, like I said last month when we had our sleepover at 3 a.m., he literally was like, he literally like was like at 3 a.m. trying to do a 3 a.m. video when I was just there trying to get some sleep. But of course, I couldn't with him being in there and just like trying to like making all these noises. So, like I said, that's another reason why I couldn't like sleep that much. And I kept saying that and I was serious. Like I kept telling him I was tired, but he wouldn't seem to like let me go to sleep. But eventually he did go to sleep as well. So since eventually he understood that I was like tired, and he let me fall in for him. And I felt the relief of him finally letting me fall asleep. Since I'm saying like, he wasn't like forcing me to stay awake. But yeah, so that's basically one thing that I told him. And as I said before, he eventually understood that about how tired I was. So yeah, so that's basically one thing I did was I finally fell asleep after that. And he said that he fell asleep, but well, my friend, he wasn't asleep for long from what he said. But of course, I was like, I like drifted off to sleep after a while. I'm saying like I forgot what time I like woke up then, but all I know is that it was like a pretty interesting night. And basically, all we did pretty much was since we couldn't like fall asleep or so, we basically just like stayed up some of the night watching random stuff on YouTube, mainly Mr. Beast. And since it's basically one thing I like is I like him. Well, if you, since that's one thing that people should know by now is that I'm a fan of Mr. Beast, and yeah, so that's pretty much what we did for some of the night. And I I wouldn't like call my friend stupid again, but since he forgot that we have this, but basically we have like yeah, basically we have like we basically me and my friend we have sorry, not my friend, but but me and my family we have a security system in our house. So basically he basically set off one of the things on our windows that could like detect if people were trying to like do something. So he basically opened my window and it was like 1 a.m. when this happened. So basically he like opened it and that's when the thing went off and basically you could like hear my alarm thing coming from my living room since that's basically where we keep the keypad for it at. It's like turn it on and off. So basically since it was on, since it was nighttime, that's basically what we do is we put it on every night before we like go to bed or so. I forget what time we usually put it on, but we basically have it on for basically all the night. So basically he didn't know that, so he basically just like set it off and that's basically all you could hear. But thankfully the police weren't called because of it. But I mean that would have been bad if the police had to show up and if they asked what was wrong, then we wouldn't know what to tell them other than the fact that he like actually set it off. But as I said before, thankfully the cops weren't called because of that. Or thankfully the police weren't sent out because of that. Since usually I think that when that happens, they like get sent out to check it out or so. But as I said before, thankfully that didn't happen. But yeah, and my friend did apologize again to my parents in the morning, and he apologized after that. But yeah, but he apologized again to them for what happened, and they understood that it was an accident and that he forgot. Since it's been years since he's been over my house, and that was only the second time in years that he's seen my house, and that he saw that we had an alarm system. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into detail about how we got our systems, since we had like a few before. But yeah, but let me just basically gonna say one thing that's like to keep us safer, since since yeah, I'm not gonna get into the detail about that. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm just gonna like put the link in the chat now. Yeah. And I basically went off topic about talking about sleepover when I didn't actually really go off topic, but it's basically like changed the subject now from like talking about like sleepovers to like something else about him. So yeah. And basically one of the things that my friend also does is like when I'm like talking with him on the phone, sometimes he just basically randomly busts out with like random rap music that he listens to, which I don't mind, but still. But basically, when I'm basically talking with him, I don't want to have to like hear his music when I'm trying to talk. But yeah. But anyway, so yeah. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is about like that. So yeah. Hello, Stuart.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, that's basically well, yeah. As people can tell by the title, that's basically what I'm here to talk about over there. And since I didn't know what else to stream about today, I just figured I'd do that. So
We, I'm gonna just edit in a new intro. Yeah.
What? And like my mom just
he's like, and it's funny. You're like, what? What? What?
um
And that's funny. It's like, what? What? Loud. I guess loud noises. Yeah, I'm just gonna like, focus on you about your family life. Yeah, I guess that's Duck Boy's family for you.
that's personal, okay? It's personal business.
Okay, I'm sorry. And with personal weakness,
Yeah, hey, guess what? Something sad happened today. I
what?
was over at a friend's house with another one of my brothers, so technically it was his friend's house, but whatever. We walked over. His friends had some ducks. One of them unfortunately died. His name was Bumblebee. Apparently, a fox ate him. With Bumblebee,
Hmm.
yeah, a, a duck for a year. With Bumblebee.
Hello.
Hello. How?
Come on, my family's still going at it.
Hmm?
Excuse me for a sec.
Yes, yes, yeah, Douglas. How? Since you entered my collab, I finished it, so I just need to like put it all together, all the clips and stuff. Yeah.
Look at this, guys. This is how much money I'm going to win in cash. And I'm going to buy this much money in engines in cash.
You're gonna win.
Let's see if there's anything not
On the
God.
road, take me home.
Yeah, yeah, Douglas Tower. Like I said, you guys like to finish my
On the
collab.
road.
So, you guys excited for Christmas?
No, well,
Going
well,
to the
yeah.
roads.
Yeah, I just made a video about Dylan like Ben.
Take me home. To the road. On the road. Mattel sucks. Seriously. Whose idea Mattel was it to make Thomas a 2D show?
Somebody, I guess so. Yeah, Mattel.
Well, there was going to be a 2D Thomas series in, like, the 70s, but that got cancelled.
Alright.
But I think it may be because 2D is cheaper to animate.
I guess if they wanted 2D, then why don't they do that in the first place? If it's like cheaper is better, Mattel.
I think that 70s Thomas series would have done better than how I feel season 25 and 26 are going to do.
But yeah, let's just hope that Thomas and Friends can be saved. Let's just hope.
Yeah, but for that, somebody who actually has a sense of writing would need to buy the show. by Mattel as a whole.
If I bought Mattel, I'd fix the show and make everything right again. Yeah, I put Edward and Henry back in this theme too. I bring
Yeah.
back old characters. Yeah, that's what I would do if I ran
If I
Mattel.
were
I'd bring
Mattel, I bought Mattel. I'd let fans write the episodes.
if I got Mattel, I'd let people I'd choose to voice the characters. So yeah, that's what I would do if I worked for Mattel, or if I owned Mattel. Then I basically just like then that's basically what I would do is I would choose the voice actors. And I feel like that's what Mattel does. I feel like they choose the voice actors, but still, that's what I'd do. Is if I'd choose them. Yeah.
Speaking of voice actors, who would you choose to voice characters?
I don't know. More mainly the people that I know is who I would choose. So like people on YouTube and stuff like that I know.
I think I'd choose like maybe Tom Kenny to do Toby.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't really know who would be the best at voicing characters.
Yeah.
Ok, solo necesito hacer este salto.
Okay.
Okay, just gotta land this jump.
All started. Peaceful day. Me, I'm thankful.
Ah, man.